What a bloody miserable day today. Because it's so wet, any more layers we do of paper mache is going to take a really long time to dry. I think it's going to be worth it though, because I think one-page rules is going to be really, really fun. And maybe the answer we've been looking for a game for a very long time. Optimistic. I don't want to jinx it. This is my recipe for making paper mache. Whatever glue I can find. If the glue is white, I'm going to assume that it's an okay glue to use for paper mache. I think because it has varnish in it, it's going to make a really good paper mache. Maybe some PVA glue. And what I'm doing here is maybe just mixing a bunch of different materials that all have the exact same ingredients in them. Oh, how cool is this shirt? I got it from Under the Dice Fest. I have really cool friends that got me to Under the Dice Fest, and it was like one of the coolest experiences ever. Here's like a very short montage. This convention, Under the Dice Fest, this little indie event had some of the best tables. No, the best tables I've ever seen. And that's why I immediately, this is the first project that I've done, was to make a table. Because I at least want to try to get to that level of excellence that all these incredible creative people have. One bit at a time. I think wholeheartedly, if we practice and we experiment and we do it a whole bunch, I think we can eventually make a table like these. That's the ultimate goal, and I think I can do it. Right now it doesn't feel like I can do it, but I think we can work towards it. Because I would love to one day bring a table to a place like this. I think that'd be really, really special. At first, I was kind of bummed out about the weather, that it would take so long to get anything to dry. But honestly, I really enjoyed this rainy afternoon of paper mache, layer after layer, listening to podcasts and just kind of hanging out. A blessing in disguise. With my weird paper mache experiment, I have concluded that Mod Podge is probably the toughest, construction adhesive is probably the fastest drying, and PVA glue is the cheapest, and a combination of any of those things is fine. In my bits box, I have this big foam ball, which would make kind of like a cool structure, building, maybe like a futuristic solar panel or something. And then I thought, I've got a bunch of small ones too, and I think this will be perfect. The inspiration for these baubles as Vreeblies on my buildings comes from Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, which is the first edition of Warhammer 40k. And I love how bubbly these buildings look. I ended up making one for myself. And I think this would also tie in really well on the table. So let's continue the motif. It's 7:08. Parts a bit dry, but not dry enough to do another layer. Sorry. Not dry enough to do another layer. This sucks. I should have just done the bloody EVA foam. No, this will be good. I got a message from my friend Andy, who commissioned that last table that I did, and he's playing on it tonight, so we're going to go see that. So this table we're about to go see, this has been 1 year in the making. 1 bloody year. And I wanted to catch you up on the parts that you haven't seen. I really wanted to end this table with a whole bunch of scratch building and use up as much of my junk that I possibly had before I had to move. And also, curiously, found this clip of me pitching the idea of wanting to do an every bloody day vlog. Part of wanting to do this every single day is about kind of teaching myself to have a bit of resilience again. You know, once upon a time, when I first started doing all this, I felt I felt kind of unstoppable, like I could just solve all my problems. And now, every little inconvenience of something not being perfect makes me feel like I shouldn't be filming or I shouldn't be sharing what I'm doing. I think a past me would have just been thankful, even if it wasn't perfect. And not long after that, I crammed all my stuff in a van and I drove it to a new studio that I just started renting, and I started this project. A project I couldn't make perfect. And here it is. Seeing Andy's table all set up and being gamed on was incredibly special. It's honestly been a rare thing to see my stuff used, but I love that the most. I do. I love that the most about making things, seeing other people getting to enjoy what I make. When people ask, don't I miss the things that I sell or give away, which is nearly everything, the answer is no. For me, that's the whole point. And the more I do it, the more of a chance I have to do it tomorrow too. And that's why, at least for a while, I'll be here every bloody day.
Thanks, Andy.